Welcome everyone. In this video, I want to share how the body, the senses, and the Franciscan spiritual tradition can guide us in the digital world. I learned these lessons through two once-in-a-lifetime experiences. One was in the Himalayas, and the other was in the Holy Land. These moments opened my eyes, my ears, and my heart. They taught me that prayer does not stand apart from our bodies. Prayer lives in the senses that God gave us. On both journeys, I found myself seeing, smelling, hearing, and touching the world in ways I had forgotten. The digital world pulls my attention away from these simple gifts. But when I slow down, I notice that God reaches out to me through my senses. This is at the heart of Franciscan spirituality. God meets us in the real world. God meets us in creation. God meets us through the body. Francis discovered this truth early in his own conversion when he embraced the leper. He realized that the body is a doorway to God. Claire lived this same truth by gazing, considering, contemplating, and then imitating Christ. Her practice slowed her down so she could see Jesus in a whole new way. As John Duns Scotus describes, the unique presence of Christ is in each person and each created thing. He called it the thisness of all creation. These teachings helped me understand my own experiences on two journeys that changed my life. My first journey was to the Himalayas. We arrived at a base camp 10,000 feet above sea level. Every breath reminded me of my limits. The mountains were silent. Snow melted all around us. Water in creeks flowed beside us. It felt like the outskirts of a monastery. But everything changed after sundown when we became lost. We were lightly clothed and the temperature dropped fast. We felt the cold. We felt the fear. I did not know if we would make it through the night. I prayed to God as I fell asleep, freezing. In that darkness, though, I felt Him. I felt Him tell me not to worry. When I awoke, something was different. I felt a calm I could not explain. Soon after, help arrived and the Sherpas brought warmth, food, and comfort. It was amazing. The sunrise touched my face and I felt alive again. This was a liminal moment for me, a doorway between fear and grace. My senses were all awakened. I knew that God had saved us. I walked away changed, knowing my body had experienced God directly. After that experience, my life changed in a different way. I lost my mom, and then I lost my little sister after a long battle with MS. The pain was heavy, and I found myself angry at God. My faith began to feel uncertain, and my senses felt out of control. One day, I ran into a priest friend of ours and tried to share how I was feeling, but he didn't have the time. That moment confirmed what I was already thinking, that maybe my faith was in the wrong place. But later that night, he actually called me. He apologized for not stopping earlier, and he listened. He didn't try to solve my loss. Instead, he pointed me back towards my faith. And then he said something very unexpected. He suggested that I go to the Holy Land. I'd never thought about going, but in that moment, I found myself saying, yeah, I want to go. On my second journey, it was to the Holy Land. Every shrine spoke to my soul, but nothing touched me like the Via Dolorosa. The narrow street, the stone walls, the voices of the city. I ran my hand along the walls thinking Jesus may have touched them. Each step felt heavy. We carried a wooden cross for a short distance. We weren't beaten or bleeding, but it was still hard. In that moment, my body felt like a prayer being offered to God. The sounds, the smells, and the touch of the stone drew me close to Jesus. I walked away knowing that Jesus had walked with me. My senses respond differently in the digital world. My phone fills my mind with notifications, arguments, and noise. I feel anxious. I feel drained. I become numb. Sometimes I become what scholars call a rejecter. I shut everything off because I want to hear God again. Digital fasting does help me. When I step away, I do feel peace. I listen more. I focus a lot better. I notice God again. The challenge, my friends, is balance. Technology is not bad. It needs intention. It needs simplicity. Francis and Claire teach us how to slow down and to be present with God. My senses now guide my prayer every day. In the morning, I look at the stars and wait for the sun to rise. That simple moment fills me with gratitude. The sounds of birds remind me that all creation is praising God. The touch of my rosary and my medals keep me grounded. The smell of morning air and the taste of coffee draw me into an awareness of God's gifts. Even my phone can help me when I use it with intention. Turning off notifications gives me a calm, a holy space where God reaches me again. This is a state and a peace that we all search for. In a world filled with noise, the senses invite us back to God. They help us resist distraction. They help us open our hearts. They help us live the Franciscan path of simplicity and presence. Using the senses with intention creates space for peace, comfort, and joy. It brings us closer to God, to our neighbor, and to all creation. My journeys to the Himalayas and the Holy Land taught me that prayer is woven into the world all around us. It lives in the cold of night and the warmth of sunrise. It lives in the stones of the Via Dolorosa. It lives in the sounds of nature and the taste of simple gifts. The digital world challenges this awareness, but it can also support it when it's used with intention. Every day, I try to slow down, listen, and notice the ways God is reaching out to me. I offer my life to God again, trusting He will show me the next step. Thank you for watching. Peace and all good to each of you, and I hope that you'll find your intention too.